It's karate time. Joining me now is John LaRue from Karate Fit. You've got a number of your students here today too, eh?
Yes, a few from all different ages. We have a few of the younger ones as well as adults that train and teenagers. And so right now what they're doing is called mukso.
Mukso.
Mukso is where their eyes are closed and they're reflecting on the moment now and getting their minds ready for exercise. Okay. So this is important in any exercise that we do in the martial arts. Mm-hmm. So whether it be kickboxing, whether it be Krav Maga that we'll do, you'll see that we have something that says, you know, we're ready to start and that we're getting ourselves mentally psyched up for the training.
Right. Well, John, is a lot of it just as much about mental preparation as it is physical?
Absolutely. Yeah. So the mind, you can't disconnect the mind from the body. Mm-hmm. So when you're working the body, you're working the mind. You're relieving the mind of releasing the mind of endorphins, and helps with stress and helps you kind of clear things. You know, mm-hmm. So the physical part, absolutely, you get physically fit in martial arts. At the same time, we're working coordination skills, which is something that's not, you know, in all fitness you don't work coordination, right? So a runner doesn't necessarily work coordination. So
no, but coordination is a difficult thing to master, so it's good to give it a practice. Now, you mentioned that we're going to be doing a warm-up of sorts.
Sure, I'm going to get you started in that.
Kicked off my high heels, so what's the first thing that we should do?
You just follow along with the class.
Okay.
And then Senpai Everett, anytime if she looks like she needs some help, just jump in and help her out.
I'm seriously going to need some help. Okay. Oh, up in front and center. Come on. No laughing, no snickering, no smiling either. I'm joking. Do what you want. Okay.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn sideways this way, reach down, and we're going to jump up and sort of reach down and try to touch your heel.
Oh my God. John, you did not tell me I would be jumping this much. Why is it important to start the class with this every time?
We want to make sure our muscles are warmed up.
From here, what we're going to do is take...
Okay, so we're kind of warming up the muscles.
Yeah, so you got to make sure it's warmed up well. We also go over a proper alignment. So in terms of if you're doing a squat or you're doing a lunge or whatever it is, we want to make sure the knees are in the right position. And this is just good physiotherapy, like just making sure you're doing the techniques correctly. And that's something that you can actually hurt yourself by doing exercise without doing it properly.
Right.
So even a push-up, if a push-up's not properly aligned, you'll end up with back and shoulder and neck problems. And so it has to be, you know, someone needs to look at it and check it out and say, oh, that's a good push-up, help you out with it if you don't have the proper alignment.
Mm-hmm. What types of students do you find that are gravitating towards Karate Fit? Because I see people of all ages here.
One of the things that really separates the martial arts, especially in Karate Do, is that we set goals. We're taking something gigantic like the black belt and we're chunking it down into smaller goals. And it becomes much more long-term. For health, like for fitness, to get ready for an activity, that's a different type of like athletic performance, right? And then, but in terms of health and longevity, there's a different aspect to that. And there's three aspects that we focus on and we teach our kids in our leadership program, which in fact is lead your ship. So they got to kind of take responsibility for themselves. Yeah. And we're looking at nutrition. We talk to them about nutrition. We talk to them about physical exercise and how important that is, but also the rest component, the recovery component. That's the play time, you know? So there's a time to be serious. And then there's a time to really focus. So here's like footwork drills. You see, this is very common being used in fitness right now. I was trained and certified under Kevin Kearns in MMA conditioning, and also I've been doing martial arts for over 35 years now. And anything that's working footwork really helps to coordinate. You're working 2 feet, you're working both sides of the brain.
Is it tough?
It's pretty fun.
Okay, I'm getting it with you guys.
In, out,
in, out, out. In,
That's
out,
it.
out.
Oh,
In, out,
nice
out.
job.
In, out, out.
That's it. Nice job. All right. So from here,
hey, you didn't say you were going to be so athletic, so you should be doing this too.
Oh gosh. And if I was interested in sort of taking part in Karate Fit, what am I looking at in terms of how many classes I'll be doing a week and that kind of thing?
Ready?
Well, you know, in the beginning, you start off with a couple of classes a week. And in time, you may boost it up. You know, just before going for a black belt, for example, you're going to ramp that up. It's like if I'm taking a test I might be studying for my final exam. I'm going to study a lot more a couple of days coming into it than I am, a year before it.
So you can do as little or as much as you're really interested in.
For sure. Now, what's nice is that the components that it's helping is it's stretching, right? It's strength training. It's conditioning respiratory system. It's focus and concentration. So they're teaching you focus, concentration. So if you can learn how to practice focus and apply that to other parts of your life, wow. So.
Okay, Karate Fit isn't going anywhere. We've got more coming up with them later in the show.